And then our secretary who does the actual physical, she's got the bank of PCs right at her desk. Okay, so those are the types of things you need to identify. The SAS one, you'll be talking to me, you'll be talking to my clients, the audit guy, you'll probably be talking to some more. Kronos Access, we'll be talking with our county IT group, and we've got a couple of people that we'll be talking to on the table.
Initially, will teams contact you or Joe White?
Yeah, contact Joe White. She'll do all the scheduling and setup.
And then initially, everybody that needs to be there will be there.
And we can spend that initial meeting. I don't expect one meeting. If we've got everything, all of our ducks are well. You may need two, or you guys have access to people if you have questions. And that's the bigger thing, is being able to say, hey, we, as a group, we don't know what to do with this. We're lost. What was the point they wanted done? Or who does it go to next? You can pick up the phone and call the sponsor. Pick up the phone, call the sponsor, and say, hey, this is the Capstone team, and we're lost on this one piece. Could someone help clarify for me? That goes all the time.
So as long as they can see their during work hours at the initial meeting, then you're okay with a phone call from one to the other.
That makes it easy on everybody. Unless my crew or you guys decide to do more meetings. We're very flexible with that now. Whoever you guys want to run it. It's your capstone. It's your experience to learn about what happens in major corporations and how it works. So, we're open then.
Well, and that's quite helpful, and I think the more prepared the teams are when they come in, the better things will go. It's mindful of your time, too.
Well, yeah, one of the first things I would do is find the sponsor. Hunt down the sponsor of the project and just ask them, hey, give me a basic description of what you want. Where do we start? Off and running is who do I talk to? Who do I interview with? Yeah. As if you were sitting in my group. We're going to treat this just as if you were a team sitting in my group. And a new workflow request came in, and off you go. You got to go find out it came in from so-and-so, but it's for this other group. You got to find who in that other group wants it. Why do they need it? What business process they're trying to replace or form that they're trying to replace. Why do they need this? Why are we going to spend resources to do this? What benefit?
So it's going to be an internal Excel format or
the form, I think, check with my programmer, we just switched. I believe it's an HTML. But that's the design. We'll have the standards. So when you speak, the one that you'll be talking to is Eric Mazza. He's my main guy on workflow. He'll tell you, here's the standard. He's the one that came up with these. And he'll tell you, this is our standard template.
This is what we need to help fill.
And then get that filled out, yeah. And design, I expect a workflow, flow chart, basically, old style, that goes A, B, C, D, C, and the procedures within each, and the signatures within each, or the fields that need to be there that are must-be fields. Some fields are nice, some fields are must-be. Some fields are there only because they were on the old school. Do they really need them? Does someone really need it? We've eliminated out of our termination process any Social Security number, except here at corporate. Corporate says, oh, we have to have Social Security number. But no, we don't want to put any effect with all kinds of laws around Social Security numbers that everybody knows. So now we're saying, no, we've got to protect this. We don't even want to show it if you don't need it. yeah, but I don't want to terminate the wrong Joe Smith. And we have 2 Joe Smiths, and I don't know which one we're terminating. You better give me something. It's okay, fine. There's an employee ID number. But we still, but the rest of the world says, no, we don't let them go. They're the only one who's questioning. So there's different things, and you may find as you get down into this, if it's going to be global procedure, which typically we try to make global procedure. Now in this case, I don't think that our laptop's not global procedure. Cronus is only here at corporate for right now, and the SAS one is kind of global, but most of the people are going to be here, so I wouldn't worry about Europe or Asia right now. But then you have to take into consideration, do I need modifications on one form? In the case of termination form, we had a modification, the U.S. termination form. We had the U.S. plant level termination form. We had the European headquarters termination form, European plant level termination form, and minor changes and differences for our locales that were needed. But it's enough that it doesn't create a whole new form, or can you just modify the form as you go, based on your job. Yeah, it's HTML. We won't require any programming. We're looking for ideas, and we're looking for documentation that's good enough to hand to a program. So think of yourself as, can I program from what I'm getting? If I can't, then we got a problem, right? If I don't have enough information in front of me to start a program or to start writing, I don't care what language, defined well enough, then if it's defined well enough, then I can start programming it as a specification, we can get it done now. If it's not, it's always get this area. Not so much. Okay? So that's what we're looking for. Okay? Questions? More questions? Okay.
So I can't see your question.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll expect lots of questions when you get up there. Okay? You should have a whole battery of questions when you get up there. Because that's what it really takes, is a lot of questions. The really big, deep. People will tell you that the flows of EDC. The more you talk to them, the more you find out that it's A1, A2, A3, then B1, B2. You'll find it. I've had to talk about how many end users. It's just, you know you're not real. You don't want it. Okay?
Yeah, this is some great critical thinking.
Enough. It is critical thinking. It is logical thinking and finding the proper flow. It's critical, and it's a lot of interaction and understanding. You can make someone fill in an 18-digit number versus filling it in off the database. Why would I have something like that? Those types of things. Those fields can I supply elsewhere that are already there, they're good, and based on that person's login, what do I have available to them to fill in on for them? I know where they live. I know their phone number. I know who their manager is. There's a lot. And that's how you improve the process. Okay. Anything else?
You have your hourly employees, what level of computer knowledge do they have as far as what, for individuals?
Our end users range anywhere from someone on the shop floor up to the CEO that have to go on to a form. The worst ones are the execs. They don't want to fill out anything. They don't want it and deliver. They should have the answer for them, and they just want a bunch of them. And the problem is, the very first one, once this is exactly true though, as you get all levels, don't count on, you want to make it as simple as possible for everybody. That's a key. But you also have to think, when you go up this line, and here's where it gets tricky. I'm a vice president, I report to the CEO. Okay? I report to the CEO, so if I fill out a form, my my boss has to see it, who's my boss, CEO. Okay, and then you look farther down that workflow, and it says it must go to the CEO. Right? That's the normal workflow. But he's my boss. Do I show him the form twice? The answer is no. I'll guarantee you that, guys. The answer is no. Okay? We had it so bad at one point when we first did the requisition forms, the CEO thought we were hiring, 1,800 people because he saw all these requisitions just keep floating through, because they would go from my boss, because it was a vice president that was putting it in, and then the CFO, who also reports to the CEO, and they were just hammered. Because they would go, and he'd have to sign it as a manager, then he'd have to sign it as the next guy up in the line, and then he'd have to sign it as the CEO, and he was seeing 3 copies from every record. And I thought he was going to basically take out the whole form. And we finally decided that anytime you see, so now the workflow in most of those has to peer out as to where it's going to go and say, oh, I see Tim Arthur's name in here 4 different times, but you only need to see it once. So you said, okay, make it this critical point. This is the one where he has to see it after everybody else has signed it. Give it to him then. So we always take it up the ladder, the closest to the end, when you have multiple signatures in the same person. Yeah, and you get people that have no clue as to how to fill it out. That's why we fill out most of the forms, most of the ways that it comes down to, I want to submit this or I don't. I had several of them today that were just like that, submit or deny. Okay, or when it's manager, it's approved or denied. And that's it. And when you deny it, it fills in the manager's name and the date and time that you denied it. That's our audit trail. That's also a legal trail. And that's all covered. So, but he didn't have to go in there and type his name in and put in a date and time. All he had to do was click a button. So, yeah, that would keep it absolutely down to a minimum amount of data entry, minimum amount of questions that they have. We ask the end users, once we get that workflow done, it goes through the stages. It goes back to the sponsor for heavy-duty testing. They make changes. Send it back and forth to our sponsor. Then we send it out as a beta test out to a certain level of entry. So we have it approved. Then it goes across. And you get the one, I love people telling me it's really in relative terms. It's always fun to do systems in relative terms, right? It's not user-friendly. Okay, would you explain to me what that is? Tell me what is not user-friendly about it, and I'll show you someone right next to me that thinks it's great and it's user-friendly. Or the next one is it's too slow. Okay, slow is a relative term, right? Turtle's slow, but a jet is slow compared to a shuttle. So tell me what slow means to you. Give me a clock. What's slow? So when people hit you with relative terms, you got to be very careful. They don't use explanation.
The whole programming, you said to me that's programming, don't slow it down almost a crawling.
But that's with a stopwatch before.
Yeah. And just kind of go through a 15 million database, 15 entry database. It's going to slow it down.
Right.
But it's going to go to 5.
What is rolling out to a name, the date, and if it was a lower operator, it made about 2 hours worth of shifts just doing that. I started printing labels that are using the ones they provide, and then it turned out as statements and out
Right. And that's how you clock it. You clock it on minutes.
That's it.
And if it took me, I would love to see it in my doctor's office, right? Have a form that you punch in and bring up all your medical records. I think that's what they want to get to. They're not